2013 season of the Middle East and North Africa Golf Tour season drawing to a close, the shining jewel of Qatar in Doha played host to the 8th event of the year, the inaugural Qatar Classic. The capital city of Qatar, Doha is situated halfway down the east coast of the peninsula. The multicultural city is home to most of the country's population, with over 60% of the people residing in the city or its suburbs. The great city in the making has seen rapid developments and looks set to become one of the premier cities in the Gulf within a few years. The MENA Golf Tour made its third international trip away from the UAE, following on from Saudi Arabia and Morocco, as the Doha Golf Club in Qatar was the venue for the first edition of the Qatar Classic. Home to the annual European Tour event, the Commercial Bank Qatar Masters, the Par 72 Championship course has been the scene for many a memorable moment in the golfing world. The course features 8 strategically positioned lakes, 65 giant cacti, numerous imposing limestone rock formations, and an abundance of lush and lengthy green fairways which present a startling contrast to the desert that lies beyond. And due to the location of the course, the management team had their work cut out before the MENA event.
Everything in the Middle East is dictated by the weather, so we're just coming out of our summer season. It's been a hot and humid one, so for us it's all about trying to keep the course alive. And then now that it's come into October, we've had a few weeks of cooler weather, so we're pretty pleased with the way that we've been able to prepare the course for the MENA Tour players. And the difference is that, of course, we're still dealing with the warm weather grasses, and that grows much faster. It's more grainy on the greens for the players, so we're pretty happy, and I'm sure that the players will be quite pleased once they've figured out which way to play the grain on the greens.
Sanctioned by the Qatar Golf Association and supported by the Qatar Olympic Committee, the $50,000 tournament attracted a strong field of 100 golfers from 30 countries. Along with providing a fresh boost to the country's growing reputation as a major golfing destination, the tour has handed the region's golfers the perfect platform to test their skills.
The MENA Tour, it's actually helped people in this region to develop their talent or their skill in golf. And also, as you know, we have in Qatar or in the GCC country or Arab world maybe, most or majority of the player amateur. And some player, I mean, they have the chance in MENA Tour just to measure their level or their skill with the pro. I mean, if he can beat the pro, I mean, he can shift from amateur to the pro. So, and also it's helped them to get experience to play with a professional in a sort of competition like the MENA Tour.
Leading the local contingent of 5 Qatari amateurs was the Qatar national golf team member Salih Al-Kabi. The 19-year-old was very enthusiastic about representing Qatar and going toe-to-toe with the MENA Tour stars.
It's gonna increase it a lot because I played with some good players. They beat me today, but I get some experience from them because they are pros. They turn pro like since 3 years or 4 years, and they played with better player and they played with like really big names, like top, like they have the ranking on the world. That's a really good thing. I can learn from them and for the future. For maybe I can turn pro or something.
With the race to Al Ain, the venue for the Tour Championship, hotting up, and just 2 events left before the finale, the players were hoping to put in their best performances in their bid to rise up the respective orders of merits. A lot was at stake in the Pearl City, with the golfers vying for the right to hoist the maiden Qatar Classic trophy. On a sun-kissed day in Doha, South African Tyler Hogarty shot a measured 3 under par to take the sole lead after the opening round. Closing in on that top spot in a tie for second was the trio of Lee Caulfield, Daniel Owen and Daniel Wardrop. Winner of the previous week's tournament in Abu Dhabi, Stephen Dodd, was lurking one shot further back at 1 under with 4 other players. And one of those 4 players was England's James Allen, who was the leader in the amateur division, one better than Morocco's Karim El Hali. It didn't take long for the experienced Dodd to get to the top of the leaderboard. Joining him at the pinnacle was Englishman Lee Caulfield, who moved up 1 place thanks to a 3 under score in the penultimate round. Caulfield's compatriot Zane Scotland matched Dodd's score of 68 to take the sole 3rd position, while Daniel Owen slipped down 2 positions to 4th with a round of 71. Scotsman Fraser McKenna carded the best score of the day, a 66, to move into a tie for 5th with overnight leader Tyler Hogarty. With just 4 shots separating the top 9, the final day promised a riveting affair, and we'll bring you all the highlights from that final day after this short break. Welcome back. The MENA Golf Tour travelled to the heart of the Arabian Gulf as Doha welcomed the tour's golfers for the inaugural Qatar Classic. The city's Museum of Islamic Art is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the country. The building was designed by renowned architect I.M. Pei and sits on its own man-made island just offshore in the Persian Gulf, giving it a special place of its own. Joint overnight leader Lee Caulfield was shaky off the blocks. The 31-year-old Englishman carded a bogey on the opening hole to slip to 4 under. His playing partner in the final 2 balls, Stephen Dodd, was quick to increase the lead. A birdie a few moments later on the same hole saw the veteran go 2 shots in front of Caulfield and Zane Scotland. But Dodd's happiness and his lead was cut short on the very next hole as the 47-year-old made a bogey on the 2nd to return to 5 under. Caulfield's start was going from bad to worse as his 2nd bogey in 3 holes saw him drop to 3 under. Starting the day 2 shots off the pace, Bahrain-based Daniel Owen miscalculated his chip on the par 4 5th, resulting in a bogey seeing him go to 2 under. The 5th hole saw the resurgence of birthday boy Caulfield, with an accurate approach helping him card a birdie that helped him to go to 4 under. Scotsman Fraser McKenna was making a move of his own on the front 9. The 23-year-old from Glasgow carded his 2nd birdie of the day on the 7th to go to 4 under par, just 1 stroke behind Dodd. Round 1 leader Tyler Hogarty's title challenge faded on the 9th hole. A double bogey after his 2nd shot ended up in the water saw the South African drop to even par in what had been a promising week for the youngster. After 8 holes, it was the experience of Dodd that held a slender 1-shot lead over Zane Scotland, Fraser McKenna and Lee Caulfield. Meanwhile, Monaco's Sandro Piaget moved up from 2 over at the start of the day to 1 under thanks to 4 birdies up until the 13th hole. Daniel Owen with his 3rd shot on the par 5 10th. Looking good. Oh, that almost goes in. Only a foot away from the pin. What a great approach shot that is from Daniel Owen. Stephen Dodd now, the leader, with his approach on the 9th hole. His third shot. That's not bad at all, is it? Fantastic. Around 4 feet away. Birdie opportunity for him to increase his lead to 2. Owen now back to the 10th. He taps in to move to 3 under. Just 2 shots behind Dodd. Lee Caulfield now for a birdie putt of his own on the 9th. Oh, and that's just broken right. Disappointment for him. And a tap in for par to remain at 4 under. Hole ahead, it's Zane Scotland. He's reached the green with his second shot. An eagle putt for him. And he hasn't quite given it enough, has he? Just 2 feet short. He should, though, tap in for an easy birdie. Does so and moves to 5 under par. Now the joint leader with Dodd. Fraser McKenna now on the 11th, the par 4. This is his par putt. He overshot the pin with his chip. Oh, and he's missed it. Just had the wrong line. The newly turned pro from Scotland. He should tap in for a bogey, but that will drop him to 3 under par. And he does so. So 2 shots off the pace now, McKenna. Stephen Dodd on the 9th, a birdie putt for him to take the outright lead. Oh, and he's missed it. Oh, that was the perfect opportunity for the Welshman. It's gone begging. He should tap in here for his par, but that will be an opportunity lost. Zane Scotland now. Third shot at the par 4 11th in the bunker. Not the most perfect of sand exits there. Leaves him 15 feet short. That's asking a lot for par. Here's Dodd at the par 5 10th. This is his third shot. Oh, it's just gone past the hole. It's around 12 feet past. Bold approach there from Dodd. He's back to Scotland. Golf in Dubai ambassador. He's got a tough task here to save par, and he's missed it. Not the right line. He should still tap in here for bogey. That will drop him to 4 under par. Does so, but that hands the sole lead to Stephen Dodd. Dodd now for his birdie putt on the 10th. And he never liked it, did he? Stopped a bit short, didn't quite give it enough. Should still be able to tap in here, and does so. Stays at 5 under par, and that was another chance that's gone begging for Stephen Dodd. 12th now, and what do we have? Zane Scotland should be somewhere. Well, he's invisible, but he's popped the ball up on the green there. He was in a very deep bunker. He's left that quite a long way short, and so that's a tall order for the Englishman. Lee Caulfield, meanwhile, with his third shot on the 11th, just from the apron of the green. A bump and run. Oh, and that's a lovely pace. Beautiful shot from Caulfield. Great recovery. He'll tap that in. Indeed he does. He stays at 4 under par. Back to Zane Scotland on the 12th to save par. It was after a rescue effort on the 11th, and he's missed it. So that'll be tapping in, hopefully from his perspective, but it'll mean consecutive bogeys. He falls to 3 under par. Now he's 2 behind Stephen Dodd. Daniel Owen, also on the 12th, par putt for him. Oh, he's missed it. His parents are there. They don't seem too pleased about it. He'll tap in, but it'll be for a bogey. And it'll drop him to 2 under par. Frustration for Daniel Owen there. So that man still at the top, Stephen Dodd then, 5 under par after 11 holes. He leads the pack with Caulfield just 1 stroke behind. McKenna and Scotland still in with a shot at the title. We've got an intriguing back 9 awaiting us, and we'll bring you all of that after this short break. Welcome back. Here's Daniel Owen with his tee shot on the par 3 13th. It'll be over some water. And that's a good shot. It's running nicely. And that's run to about 4 feet from the pin. Excellent. Should make birdie from there. Stephen Dodd now in trouble on the 12th after his approach overshot the green. Here's his par putt from about 10 feet and he's missed it. Well, the wily veteran, winner of last week's Abu Dhabi Golf Citizen Open, drops a shot now to share the lead with his playing partner Caulfield and Fraser McKenna, who birdied the 14th. Daniel Owen, 24-year-old Englishman based in Bahrain, birdie putt on 13, and he's got it. Moves to 3 under par, now just 1 behind the leaders. What an up and down round this is for this young golfer. Fraser McKenna now, his 3rd shot on the 15th. Little chip. And it's continuing to run. And it's just gone around about 8 feet past the hole. That'll be a testing par putt for the Scotsman. Now Stephen Dodd on the par 3 13th, 186 yards. Looking closely at it. And it's continuing to run. Oh dear, that's into the bunker. Not going too well there. The experienced Welshman. Now to Fraser McKenna again, celebrating his 23rd birthday at the end of November. Par putt on 15 from about 8 feet, and he's missed it. He's going to drop back now to 3 under par. If he gets the bogey putt. Stephen Dodd, meanwhile, in sand on the 13th. And he's left that about 6 feet short. So another tough putt coming up for him. Joint leader Zane Scotland on the 15th. Another man in sand. Birdied the previous hole. Oh dear, he's overshot the pin there by about 15 feet. People just aren't getting their bunker shots right at the moment. Stephen Dodd now for his par putt on the 13th. Oh, it's just broken right. And the frustration for the big man obvious. He drops to 3 under par with just 5 holes to play. Fraser McKenna now with his 2nd on the 16th, par 4, little bump and run. It's a decent effort as well. Leaves the Scotsman with a 4-foot birdie chance to join the leaders. And one of those leaders, now Lee Caulfield. A tricky spot here on the 13th for his par, and it slid past. His 31st birthday today. What a present it would be if he could win here. Taps in for a bogey and he'll slip to 3 under. Zane Scotland now, his par putt on the par 4 15th. Crucial putt this for him. And he's missed it. He'll tap in, but it's for a bogey to drop him to 3 under. Leaders are falling away. It's getting very interesting here at the Doha Golf Club. Fraser McKenna now. Birdie putt for him on 16. Golden chance to move to the top with a 4-footer, and he's got it. Young Scot now 4 under par, and he's very much in contention. McKenna, though, not alone at the top. Dodd picking up a shot on the 14th to join him in the lead for the inaugural Qatar Classic. 3 people are still in the chase, just 1 shy of the lead. But very few holes to go for glory. Zane Scotland now, the Order of Merit leader. Second shot at the par 4 16th. It's quite a nicely measured chip there, about 5 feet away. Gives him a shot at birdie. Stephen Dodd now in the bunker on the 15th. Third shot, a par 4, and that's not too good. Previous week's winner, of course, in Abu Dhabi, and he's got a very long putt for par there. Now back to Scotland. Join the leaders on 4 under par, and he's got it. Joins McKenna and Dodd at the top of affairs. And how tight is this? No Dodd, he's got a tall task to stay at that top. This for par on the 15th, and he's missed it. Overcooking that. Goes 3 feet past. So that'll see him slip to 3 under, making it a 2-way tie at the top. Here's one of those players at the top, Fraser McKenna. 4th shot at the par 5 18th. In a bit of trouble. And he's left that approach at least 15 feet away from the pin. That's for par. And he'll need to hold that one, you fancy, to have a chance of taking it to a playoff the way things are going. Zane Scotland now on the 17th. Couldn't reach the green with his tee on the par 3. And that's not the best bunker shot of the week for the Englishman. He's left it a long way away for par. Fraser McKenna, meanwhile, another long par putt here. It's on the 18th, and he's missed it. He gave it every opportunity. Just missing on the high side of the hole, though. So he will tap in for bogey. And that will see him end up with a 3 under score of 213 after a round of 71. It's a decent showing from the Scotsman, but it may not be enough. Daniel Owen now, a par putt for him on 17. Oh, and he's not given it enough. Taps in for a bogey, but that'll drop him down to 2 under, and surely now out of contention. Zane Scotland now for his par on the 17th. Oh, and he's missed it. That was the shot to retain the lead. He held the lead on his own. He'll tap in, and he does so for a bogey. Slips to 3 under. It's a 4-way tie at the top. What a climax this is. Lee Caulfield now. A par putt for him on 16. And he gets it. Stays there at 3 under par with just 2 holes to play. Back to Scotland. Another bunker shot for him. Third shot on the 18th. And he's left that a long, long way away from the pin. Stephen Dodd now with a shot at birdie to take the lead on the 17th. Oh, and it's just lipped the cup. He's missed it. He'll tap in for a par, but it will keep him at 3 under par. So much drama, and it'll go to the final hole. And look at the frustration. His face tells a story. Zane Scotland now, par putt for him on the 18th. His birdie chance was just past the hole, and he knocks it in, that par putt. 3 under par. And a 1 over par final round. Lee Caulfield now on the 18th, his second shot at the par 5. He likes the look of this. No wonder he's on the green. Terrific effort He's got a long putt for eagle to seal the title. What a finish we've got on the cards here. Here's Caulfield with that eagle putt. 25 feet. Oh, it's in! Rattling in the back of the hole. And what a way to win the tournament. The perfect way to celebrate your birthday. An eagle to take him to 5 under par. With Dodd left now, with just a birdie putt, Caulfield is the maiden Qatar Classic champion. Dodd now to finish sole second on 4 under. It's broken left, and the Welshman now left for a par putt. He should tap that one in. He does so, ends his tournament on 3 under par in a 3-way tie for second with Scotland and McKenna. So what a final round that was, and Lee Caulfield's eagle on the 18th gives him victory on his birthday, and a 2-shot success for Caulfield. His best finish on this year's MENA Tour, prior to this 14th last week at the Abu Dhabi Golf Citizen Open, but now he's top of the tree.
To be honest, I was struggling today. I didn't play very well the first sort of few holes, and then got a bit better, and just kept it together. It wasn't a good day, but holed a couple of good putts along the way, and then had a chance there on 18. So I thought, well, might as well try and take it.
With the rounds of 70, 69 and 72 for a 3-round total of 215 minus 5, the 2013 Qatar Classic champion from England, Lee Caulfield.
It was nothing short of a classic as the birthday boy pulled off a thrilling win in Qatar's inaugural MENA Tour event. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.